Previously on Sailing Aquarius. In US, we celebrated Easter a week ago, but Orthodox celebrates it a week later.
Wow, so many more restaurants are open.
Easter here in Crete also marks the beginning of the season, and the celebration is so great that it's almost as big as Christmas in United States. Therefore, we decided to stay longer and watch it.
We have to go up the mast and put this on.
Today?
Yeah, I think I'd like to do that. We made one. It lasted like 4 years up there, just out of tape and a couple screws and tape. And now it's actually starting to bend. So every once in a while, it just like goes sideways into the wind because the thing is bent. So now we got to put the real one on, but it lasted us like 4 years.
Crazy, huh?
You
are becoming really handy with that tape.
Yeah. Get your headset on. We're going up the mast. So I need to go up and fix the wind instrument at the top. We lost the little thing that says which way the wind's going in, where was that? It was in Fiji. So I taped up a thing. It worked until now, so 5 years. It's not bad, but now we have to change it. So here's our safety line. Here's our main line. So we put the main line on the winch back in the back. We have a really long halyard that goes all the way down. We set up block here, goes back to the block on the back, up to the main winch, and we should be good to go. Let's get up there and see if we can fix this thing.
Ready?
Okay. Go do the safety.
Mm-hmm.
Safety. So here you can see the missing part that came out of the swivel right there. And here's the old thing that I made a long time ago, and I got to get that off.
I made this wind vane out of a piece of pipe, a screw, and a bunch of tape in Fiji 5 years ago after the nut came off and our wind vane flew the coop. I cannot believe this thing lasted 5 years, and about 3 months ago it started to fail. We have been carrying this piece since Fiji. And now, I guess it's time to replace my masterpiece.
So this is going to be an interesting ordeal.
Well, that didn't take very long. She's all done. Now, just have to check the rigging on the way down.
Okay. You're a long way away, baby. Making sure everything looks okay.
I also removed the old swivel insert. Thought it might make a good spare.
So we never used this pulley, so I'm going to be taking this off. You see there's a couple little marks made here. But overall, I like that better without all that garbage up here. JD.
So what is that?
So we lost this piece that is the wind direction piece, and it tells you which wind direction. So part of it has come off because I had another wing that came down here. But this thing lasted 5 years up there before we had to replace it. So what happened was the wind started to go off 90 degrees, and I'm wondering why is it off 90 degrees? It's because the wind would catch this, and then the wind direction would be here, and it would be off 90 degrees. So that is why we were seeing 90 degrees off, and it usually happened after a rain. So this thing would become wet, and then the wind would hit it, and it would, instead of going this direction, it'd hit 90 degrees. So this thing lasted up there for pretty long time, made out of tape and a little piece of plastic that I cut in here, and I have a screw up in front too. So actually it's a pin. I should probably keep this pin, it's for something, but that's how I made it. Now, you know, when you're in the middle of nowhere and you can't get parts, this is what you have to do. You have to make shit from nothing. And so that's what we did. And it worked for 5 years. So babe, how long is this supposed to last?
No idea.
Wow. 48.
At least Starlink is handling this well.
Well, that's the second time I saw 50. Third time I saw 50. So we're getting 50 knots in the Marina. I know I don't look great, but we're gonna go walk around and see what it looks like at 50 knots. Well, that's not getting fixed today.
Now one sees why it's so important to always tie your boat up properly. Aft, 3 lines to port, and 3 lines to starboard.
Windy day.
And of course, we have to do the neighborly thing and check up on our friend's boat, who is currently away this week. Well, some things don't happen like they should at 50 knots. This boat was supposed to be here, but it took a few days. One should also note that all yachts here at the Marina have 2 bow lines.
Is the biggest celebration. So tomorrow at 8 or 10 by the lake, 10 o'clock at the lake?
12.
At midnight.
Midnight.
12 o'clock. Easter celebration starts at Friday night when they carry a casket, supposedly Jesus' casket, towards the church. But the biggest celebration is tomorrow's night.
So let's talk a little bit about our engine problem. We're getting our motor mounts changed and there's a bit of a problem. This salt water intake here leaked a little bit and leaked down onto this motor mount, which the bolts that go into the base are bad. So we're going to get this motor mount changed, the 2 back motor mounts changed on these sides, but it doesn't look like we can change this motor mount unless we pull the whole engine out. That'll be the time where we get all of the engine work done. Plus we have to get the injectors done. Right now I'm very, very, very happy. You know, let's go start it up. I'll show you.
Wow. It's insane.
It's never been like that.
After very successful engine works, we arrive next to the lake here in Agios Nikolaos, Crete Island, Greece, for Easter celebration.
Until they run out of fireworks. That's what absolutely.
Then holy fire being shared.
I don't think we're gonna make it all the way to the boat. We'll see if you can make it back. You made it all the way back to the boat.
I did. Yes, baby. On Sunday, we had a delicious lamb to finish Easter celebration.
So what do you think of those sunglasses?
Very nice.
I like them. Yeah.
But I need the brand.
They're called Finor.
I better take a picture.
Fish, barbecue stuff and so on and so on. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
What a difference a few days makes. But after Easter, the season starts. So now it's crowded.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing very good.
Everything okay with your engine? The best.
It was awesome. that baby purrs like a kitten now. Thank you very much. I really appreciate
You're welcome. You're welcome. All the best for you and your wife.
Okay.
My best wishes.
We're leaving customs. We had to pay for the month of April because we're going to be sailing in Greek waters for the month of April. But we had our boat in the marina, so we didn't have to pay for February, March, but we have to pay for April, and we're going to be sailing to Turkey soon. So next we have to go over to Port Police. The Port Police is right over there, and we have to check out. So the tax for Aquarius was 142 euros for 1 month. Trying to figure out where we're going to stop on our way to Turkey. So we're going to stop next to Cases, and then we'll stop at Rhodos, and then we'll go right up to Marmaris.
What are your plans for the last nights here in Agios Nikolaos.
We're going to finish up a tour of our friend's boat, which you'll see sometime soon. And then that's it. Hopefully get a good night's sleep, because it's going to be a long couple days. Hi, John. That's one nice boat you got there.
Oh, thank you very much, Ken.
Well, things aren't looking so bad in Aquarius land. This is leaving day, and one can see that the wintertime boats are starting to all leave.
We are going to our friend in Agios Nikolaos for breakfast. That is so nice of him.
Now this is how a real host does business.
That's right. Got a waffle maker. It's a 2-bit waffle maker. It spins. You can put 2 in. It's very important to be able to invert your waffle so you get full coverage, top and bottom. It's hot enough to cook the bacon properly, which also greases the batter, which means you don't have to add oil to the batter, which is horrible. And then you get a waffle with seared bacon in the checkered contour of the outside. And it is my own recipe. And they're called bacon waffles. Do you know why they're called bacon waffles? Do you know why they're called bacon waffles, Ken?
I don't know what that one's going to be called.
This is called Ken's waffle. This is going to be Ken's raw bacon waffle. But I'm not wasting nothing, because we as sailors, man, we as sailors. That was a faux pas because I was concentrating on being filmed. I was so distracted.
Picture, forward it, share it with
But
different
sometimes
means.
the sense is like enormous, quite like a huge file. It's like,
Oh yeah, it's just one file, but you know.
John, what is the difference between fog and mist?
Well, I love talking about aerosols. Excuse me for a second. They're actually both the same thing. They're both a droplet of water suspended in air, but the difference between the terms is where they came from. So a fog is a condensation aerosol. Water vapor starts off its life and it condenses around a nucleus, becomes a droplet. A mist is made by attrition. So if you get wind on water, it can whip up an aerosol, or a drill or a machine working with an oily part will create a mist. That's an oil mist. So it depends on where the aerosols come from.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Come on. Let's see it. Wow. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Might not be somebody I want to hang out with.
that is so nice.
Aren't they worthwhile breakfast though?
And I'm looking forward to see you in Italy. Thank you
Absolutely.
for the waffles were absolutely delicious. Thank you for
Take care. Yeah, it was good running into you. We'll find each other.
easier than last time, huh?
Well, last time I tightened them up a lot more. This time we're only sitting for a short period of time, so I didn't tighten as much.
It took about half an hour just to clean up all the lines. But now it's done. Thank you. So are you guys. Stay safe.
Bye. Have a good further. See you.
This is like 1600 RPMs. This is what we would normally run if we wanted to go, long distance without burning much fuel. And it'd give a little bit of shake to it, but now nothing. It's just running so smooth. Let's like take it up to 1800 where we would run if we just wanted to move.
Wow.
That's 1800.
She's purring.
I feel good about starting to move again. We're a sailing channel, we should be sailing, but there's a certain number of months that you just don't sail in
The med.
the Med. So we didn't sail. Now it's time to start moving. Actually, it's a little bit before it's time to start moving, but we'll start moving now, and we're going to be heading up the coast of Turkey.
Next on Sailing Aquarius.
Wow, it's so, do you see that castle?
If you like this video, give us a like down below and click here to subscribe. That really helps us. And if you want to watch more of us, click one of those.
They said they came from Spanish.